முழுக்க இங்கிலீஷ்ல தான் இருக்க போகுது. அதுக்கான காரணம் நம்ம நாட்டு பெருமைகள், நம்ம நாட்டு தலைவர்களோட வாழ்க்கை வரலாறு இதெல்லாம் காமன் லாங்குவேஜான இங்கிலீஷ்ல பதிவு பண்ணி உலகம் முழுக்க கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற நோக்கத்துல தான். E.V. Ramasamy, who is reverentially known as Periyar, is one of the most controversial political leaders of India. He was, and still not one, he is meant to be the father of social reform who fought for emancipation for caste, gender equality, and neglecting the fact that Dravidians were not barbarians. He is revered as Socrates of South India and rational architect of India. Moving on, Periyar was born on September 17, 1879 in a small town called Erode, situated in Tamil Nadu. His actual name was Venkata Ramasamy Nayakar. He had a brother and two sisters, and his family had a comfortable business background. After graduating from 5th grade, Periyar began to pursue his father's business when he was 12. At 19, he married 13-year-old Nagamayar. Nagamaya devoted herself entirely to her husband's revolution. India's caste system is among the world's oldest forms of surviving social stratification. It's a complex social structure wherein social roles like one's profession became hereditary. With his rational thinking, Periyar began to ask Aryans, who are basically from north part of India and had faith in caste system, many questions about the subjugation of Dravidians. In 1902, Periyar organized mixed marriages. He feasted with all religious and caste members. This upset Periyar's father, and he warned Periyar about his rational behavior. This made Periyar to leave everything behind and went to Kasi, a holy land for saints. What he saw and experienced at Kasi sparked his future revolutionary thoughts. He transformed himself into an atheist after seeing the Dravidians begging in the streets and the corpses floating in the holy river Ganga. Periyar was involved in the policies of the Congress party and joined the party in 1919. He followed the principles of Gandhiji and preached others too. He protested against foreign textile dealers too. Between 1921 to 1922, he was arrested for the protest against toddy shops. Later, at a meeting in Tirupur, he stressed the demand for reservation in government services and education. This act of Periyar dissatisfied the Congress party, and hence he left the party in 1925. Vaikom is a place situated in Kerala. There, once Periyar happened to see Dalit and Elam, who are considered as the lower caste and untouchables in India, were banned from walking on the streets of the temple and entering the temple. In 1924, T.K. Madhavan, a political leader, started the Satyagraha struggle in Gandhian way to counter this. Congress leaders and volunteers from across the country participated in the struggle and expressed their opposition. Periyar participated in this movement on behalf of Tamil Nadu and was arrested and imprisoned. His wife Nagamai also supported him and imprisoned. Although Periyar was arrested and imprisoned, his volunteers and followers continued to fight and succeeded. After this struggle, Periyar was called as Vaikam Veerar by Tamil people. The most important ideology of Periyar is the self-esteem movement. It was started in 1925. The main principle of this movement was to remove the occult practices such as bigotry, untouchability, superstitious beliefs, Brahmanism that follows Varnashrama Dharma, and the attitude of women as inferior. In India, remarriage was considered as a sin since Periyar brought the revolution through this movement. It also banned the child marriage system, and the party urged the government to adopt a reservation system in public administration and education. In 1925, he began a newspaper called Kudiyarasu, meaning Republic, to spread his ideology across the nation. The self-esteem movement not only grew rapidly but also gained the support of mass people. Self-respecters held conferences and meetings in Erode and other districts to raise public awareness. From 1929 to 1932, he traveled to Malaysia, Russia, Europe, France, Germany, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and many other countries and explained his self-esteem policies. In 1944, he named his own party as Dravida Kazhagam. This party depends on the principles of social revival, awareness, denial of God, and other superstitious beliefs. Periyar, who was the follower of Gandhiji initially, became the greatest a pursuit of his ideology later. That's because of Gandhi's views on Varnashrama Dharma or the caste system. And at a point, Periyar's formula during a particular time was so simple. That is, listen to what Gandhiji says and take a diametrically opposite stand. The man who stood for self-esteem, self-realization, who taught people about equality and humanity, had his last meet with the people in December 1973 at T Nagar, Chennai. He concluded his last speech by saying that all Dravidians should unite to eliminate caste and degradation. He has got names such as South Indian Socrates, Puttulaga Tolai Pagutarivu Pagalavan, and commonly known as Thandhai Periyar. This greatest leader of all time died in December 24, 1973 at the age of 94. He is the man of great thinker who built self-esteem movement and enacted a new life called the reformed marriage and so on. Periyar was a spontaneous man. Whenever the state came down on helpless people with all the force in its command, Periyar usually sided with the state. Periyar thought every complex problem had a simple solution and he struggled for his people till his last breath.